Hello everyone and welcome back to your favorite channel Need.Zar. Myself zuha from class 7 and today I am going to give a one short video for class 7 chapter 1 nutrition in plants. So let's begin. Nutrition in plants. What is nutrition? The process of obtaining or providing food by plants necessary for their growth and development. Growth in the sense increases body mass of an organism. Next, the branch of science that deals with the study of nutrition is called nutritional science.
Good.
And next, the important topic, classification of nutrients. As we know that nutrients are classified in two main groups. That is autotrophs and heterotrophs. What are autotrophs? The process in which organisms prepare their own food. And its opposite, heterotrophs, that is the organisms which does not prepare their own food. And next, coming upon the types of autotrophic nutrition. That is chemoautotrophs and photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs, the process in which organisms prepare their own food in presence of light. For example, plants. And angiosperms, that is flower-bearing plants. Gymnosperms, that is non-flowering plants. And brophytes, that is amphibians. Mosses, grasses, and algae, that is blue-green algae, and that's cyanobacteria. Next, coming upon the types of heterotrophic nutrition, that is parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition, holozoic nutrition, and saprophytic nutrition. What is parasitic nutrition? It is that type of nutrition in which organisms obtain their food from other plant and organism called host plant or organism. For example, Cascuta. That is total group parasite and it obtains food from host plant, that is willow plant. Sanguora, stayform, lice, leech, etc. And next, holozoic nutrition. It is that type of nutrition in which organisms obtain their food from organic materials. For example, we, human beings and amoeba. Saprophytic nutrition. It's that type of nutrition in which organisms obtain their food from dead and decaying organic matter. For example, yeast, mold, fungi, mushroom, etc. And next, one important point, that is those organisms which obtain their food from cow dung are called caprophiles. What? Caprophiles. And next to the important topic, that is photosynthesis. Here I am going to deliver the definition of photosynthesis. That is the process of manufacturing of food by green plants necessary for from carbon dioxide and water to form glucose and oxygen in presence of sunlight or chlorophyll. Or we can say the process in which organic substances are formed from inorganic substances. Or it's a biochemical or physiochemical process in which organisms prepare their own food. And here I am going to write down the formula of photosynthesis. That is 6 times CO2 plus 6 times H2O, sunlight by chlorophyll. And the formula of glucose, that is C6H12O6 plus 6 times oxygen, that is O2. And next is coming upon who discovered photosynthesis. So the scientist who discovered photosynthesis is John Ingalls. And next is stomata. Stomata are the small pores present in leaves through which gases exchange. And a part of plant in which photosynthesis occurs, that is caprophyllus and that's leaves. Chlorophyll, photosynthetic pigment in which metal magnesium is present having two positive charges, that is Mg2+. And next is factors affecting photosynthesis. And the very first one is temperature and intensity of light. With increasing temperature, photosynthesis first increases, and after attracting maximum value if the rate of photosynthesis further increases, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. And the spectrum of light used by plants for photosynthesis is PAR. Photosynthetically active radiation, and it's abbreviated as PAR. And next is carbon dioxide concentration. Here is Robisco. It is the first step for carbon fixation. Robisco ribose, has carboxylase and oxygenase. And next is amount of chlorophyll. And that is very important. Chlorophyll is very important for photosynthesis. And chlorophyll are the green pigment present in leaves. Next, coming upon structure of stomata. Here I am going to draw the structure of stomata. This is called stomatopore. These are called guard cells. Subsidiary cells and epidermal cells. And the one important point that is guard cells plus subsidiary cells are called stomatal apparatus. And one important point that is the closing or opening of stomatal pores. And its answer you will comment in you will give the answer in comment box. Next, coming upon algae. What is algae? A simple non-flowering and generally aquatic plants having ecological balance in nature. And there are four main types of algae. One is chlorophysis, chlorophyll. That means green algae having pigment A and chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. And next, phaeophysis. Phaeophysis, phaeco means brown. Phaeophysis, and it's having pigment A, B and C. And next is rhodophysis. Rhodophysis means red algae having chlorophyll A, B and D. And if anyone will say you in which type of algae pigment B is present, and that is rhodophysis. Next is xanthophysis, that is yellowphysis, and in which chlorophyll A, B and C is present. And coming upon its importances, they have great importances in various fields, like they are used in controlling air pollution. Some are used in medicines, for example carcinogen products from red algae for disease cancer. And they are used in space research in space technology. For example calipus. They also increases dissolved oxygen in rivers. And next, what does plants prepare? Plants prepare, apart from these fruits, vegetables, plants prepare oils, fats and proteins. Oils like mustard plant, custard plant, coconut plant, cotton plant and soya bean, that is less saturated fatty acids. And carbohydrates are stored in animals in the form of glycogen. And carbohydrates are stored in plants in the form of starch. And protein in plants, that is albuminous and globuminous. Plants prepare fat in the form of triglycerides, and that's its type of monoglycerides and triglycerides. And carbohydrates are of maximum quantity and fats are of minimum quantity. And the pigment which gives hardness to the plants is called lignin. Nutrients, these are those inorganic substances which are required for plants for normal growth and development. And there are two types of nutrients. One is macronutrient and another is micronutrient. Macronutrient, these are those substances which are required for plants at the rate of 10 mg/mol or dry weight. For example, and examples are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, etc. and too many. And next, coming upon micronutrients. Micro it is opposite, and these are those nutrients which are required for plants at the rate of 10 mg/kl dry weight. And it is examples are zinc, boron, magnesium, copper, etc. And next is essential and non-essential nutrients. What are essential nutrients? These are those nutrients which are not prepared by plant itself. For example, boron, zinc, copper, aluminum, etc. And next is non-essential nutrients. These are those nutrients which are prepared by plant itself, and they have some, and it takes directly part in normal growth and development, and its deficiency cannot be overcome with the help of other nutrient. It directly takes part in the biochemical reaction of plants. And next, coming upon importances of some nutrients in plants. First of all, boron, nitrogen, magnesium, manganese. Boron is used for cell wall formation to ensure pollination and translocation of sugar in plants. And next, nitrogen, development of fruit, most dominant element in chlorophyll pigment. Nitrogen helps in coloring or ripening of fruits, and nitrogen gives size of fruit. And it helps in formation of amino acids. It also helps us in protein synthesis. Plants mainly obtain nitrogen in the form of nitrates. And next is manganese. Photolysis of water during photosynthesis is due to because of manganese. And phosphorus, that is flowering of plants. And magnesium is very important, that is it maintains structure of chlorophyll. Next is nitrogen fixation, the process in which atmospheric dinitrogen is converted into amino with the help of some important biological organisms like rhizobium, nostoc, frankia, etc. And that was all about the nutrition in plants. Hope you have understand this video. If you have liked this video, please like, share and subscribe.